What's up, y'all? The Chilla Jones versus Ciddy battle dropped 6 days ago, and I finally got around to reviewing it. It was a really good battle. Tons of setups and concepts and flips and tons of wordplay. I'm sure there are things that I've missed and things that I didn't catch. Just lyrically, it was a very good battle. It was fun to watch. So here's my review. Let's get started with round one. Chilla Jones went first, and he was very laid back just in his performance style. Some things that stuck out to me, just like y'all know all the time, this ain't everything. First setup that I liked was running through Ciddy like a marathon. It was cool, nothing crazy, nice way to start. He had a setup where he used bingo, roulette, slots, jackpot, poker, craps, casino. Dope. I liked that setup a lot. I'm in the spot imposters want to be in. For following, you get in boxes like a DM. Them Jamaicans got choppers. If you see them act proper, they shots as I control them rosters like a GM. I loved that setup. I thought it was cool. The Twitter thing was cool. With that 45, I'm like a tour guide. I'll show you around Ciddy. You wouldn't see a realtor if you were house shopping. That was cool. The periodic table, I liked it. It was dope. Really, it went on a bit long. I wish there was some way he could have condensed it a bit, but I liked the periodic table setup. He had the iron line and everything. Look in this MC eyes. You'll need double D's. These bars go against me. Why? And then he said, I just spelled your name out and you didn't even know it. Crazy. If you look in the bar itself, he said MCI and then double DY. That was dope. Appetite for destruction. I'm Al Qaeda. Every time I write a bomb, I'm about to terrorist. That was cool. The Yoo-hoo Arbor Mist line really didn't move me one way or the other. It was kind of eh. That was a solid round from Chilla Jones. Ciddy's first round, soda words, gonna crush Jones. That was cool. Unknown, the anonymous. That was cool. Over reasons, I gotta break down this pussy. I liked that. So they give credit for crack like tip drill. I don't know if y'all remember Nelly slid a credit card in between white chocolate's ass cheeks in the tip drill video. That was funny. I'm cold. I'm gonna win chill. That was dope. Get the rest killed like I'm saving a hostage. Nah, that was funny. This Friday setup was crazy. He used Friday, Jokers, Ezel, Damon, and Money Mike. I loved that setup. It was cool. City move and populate in your residence, and then he reversed it. Residence populate when you're moving in Ciddy. That was extremely clever. Latitudes when the lines across. Your division ain't equal like mathematics. So I murder versus Jones like a smack classic. You remember Murder Mood killed Serious Jones in that old smack battle. The bullet can't wait to chill like the weekend. I loved that line. Type your suicide note on Facebook so I can like your status. Crazy first round from Ciddy. If I had to choose who took the first, I gave the first round to Ciddy, definitely. I just thought he had more punches, just counting. And of course he had, tons and tons of stage presence and aggression when he was spitting the bars. So I liked his first round. Round two, Chilla comes with a rebuttal saying Ciddy got the reverse punchline from Innuendo. He did a dead president setup where he used President Monroe, Madison, Washington, and that setup led into a presidential setup where he used Bush and Truman. It kind of interconnects because Truman is a dead president, but also Truman's like a president. So it led into this presidential setup where he used Bush, campaign poll, Lewinsky, and voting, which I thought was crazy. He had a basketball setup using Lynn Parker, Chalmers, Rubio, and Rondo. He used a couple other people too, but I'm not really... The sports references sometimes, I can't get it all because I'm not into sports like that, but I thought that line was dope. You'll never be able to run your John through her walls again. That line was funny. It's clever. Walk This Way, You Better Run DMC before Aerosmith. Of course, Run DMC and Aerosmith have a song called Walk This Way. Dope line. This was my favorite line out of Chilla Jones's second round. He said, Ciddy drinking Diddy vodka. Can't see I rock. That crazy. Crazy. Couldn't bear to pop a can. I guess your Coors Light. That's crazy. And then ends it off with this Ciddy setup where he uses, you know, speed, velocity, give it to you, generosity, spite, veracity, cat, curiosity, capacity for simplicity, audacity, tenacity, intensity, varsity, authenticity, and of course the common link in those words is Ciddy. Crazy way to end it. I loved his Ciddy's second round. He started off with a cash eating joke, which was despised, like a secret agent was cool. Mystery men, Ben Stiller, I liked that. Call PETA, cause I been Trilla, cause I'll jacket with a coat and put a fur to your chin. Chilla, crazy. Your sister's on porn set, she's got a poison pen stomach and Norb's neck. That was a funny little joke, I liked it. Reign Supreme, Monsoon, Storm Best, that was cool. The horror flick setup, he said I'm a Midwest craven. The Hills, The Grudge, and The Ring, I liked that. That was cool. I intend to pull out to get rid of the static, that was dope. Church, like church clothes, I'll address you if you slack. Because, you know, in church, if you sag your pants, you know, one of them old heads in the church would be like, you need to pull your pants up. So I liked that line. I thought it was funny. Then he did some little diss where he talked about how Chilla was doing free battles for Shark Tank, and then he said he did it the freeway versus interstate, which is somebody that he battled on Shark Tank. And then he ended it off, well, one of the last like little bars that I liked was, you can't stomach that a pen decides this, which I thought was dope. The second round again was crazy. It was close, but I gave the second round to Chilla Jones. I just felt like his bars were more complex. He gave me more. And really, the way that this battle started turning out around the second round, I realized that it was more of a lyrical thing, and performance took a back burner. So I gave the second to Chilla Jones. Chilla Jones' third round was crazy. Like, literally, anyway, let's get into it. He did a quick rebuttal about how he's making money at the door. So, you know, Shark Tank is his league. That's like a line that he used in a battle. He did a capital city setup. He said, map it out. Juneau, Richmond, Raleigh, Lincoln, Jackson, Little Rock, Boise, Cheyenne. These are all capital cities in the U.S., okay? Juneau's like the capital of Alaska, Richmond, Virginia, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, Boise, Idaho. Come on, like that's, come on. Then he did I Can Let a Chair Speak for Me like Stephen Hawking. Dope line, I liked it. Then he did a sitcom TV show setup where he's Family Guy, Married with Children, American Dad, My Wife and Kids, The Nanny, Family Matters, The Office, Good Times, Happy Days, and Spin City to end it off. The next line he had, the knapsack, parachute out of backpack like I'm skydiving. I liked that line. His girl is out of this world. It's cause she uses ass shots to make her ass look meteor. I seen her black hole. She mooned me in front of sun like a solar eclipse. How did she plan it? No comment. Funny as hell. I like that. You mad? You see I'm a star. I ain't telescope. Crazy. Then the Zodiac setup though, like the Zodiac setup. Crazy. His Galileo, but he ain't a believer. He got mad and said, you tore us apart. You got a Libra. She's a diamond if you ever go near my Gemini. And I'm serious. But Ciddy, I ain't hearing this. So I'm a Capricorn to show you what Aquarius. Come on. It's crazy. Chilla then said, you know, he turned Cash to SpongeBob, but you animated too because you're a Simpson, because you don't own a home or lease a whip. Turn to Marge if you pop. Even if you holding that Maggie, you get your top blue. That's Simpson setup. Crazy. Okay, and then the last thing that really stuck out to me in Chilla Jones' round was the mail go postal, body bags address them, Ciddy say getting zip code. That was dope. And put cruise on ice like the Titanic. His third round, really there's no debating. Like, I don't even really need to talk about Ciddy's as far as who won that. I'm gonna go ahead and say Chilla got that. But Ciddy's third round was solid too, and performance wise he owned it. He was believable. You only seen Magic Mike in 3D, thinking that you complex because you all concepts, and it showed in this battle. He had a ton of different conceptual setups that he used throughout the entire battle. I liked them. Some people might not want to rock with that. They want, you know, grown man bars and all that other type of shit. But I, you know what I'm saying, exercise my mind. I like that stuff. Every time you're thinking of your bars, be grateful to the MCs that made you who you are. And then he said, you know, thank B Magic for the name flips. Thank Bill Collector for showing you how that came whip. Thank Rosenberg Raw for showing you all this lame shit. And then he gets into thank Conceited for showing you how to slow it down. And then he said, fuck the slow it down. I reverse mine. Stop saying it again. I'm not stupid. I got it the first time. That was my favorite line out of his third round. Taught you everything you know. I taught you how to work on your jumper, leaning in with the swish. Basically, this last little bit of his round, he was sunning him, just saying, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for a nigga like me, it wouldn't be a nigga like you. And then he said, you know, how are y'all gonna give this nigga respect when, you know, he's paying JC for a battle? And it's funny because, like, in the round, you see Chilla mumbling, and I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna kill him. Whatever, you know, everybody's, you know, gotta get they fame how they get it. So if it means him paying another nigga for a battle, then it is what it is. It didn't bug me one way or the other, him paying JC for a battle. Put J's on the concrete like them Jordan 4s. That was dope. You Shark Tank, but your bitch got the damn jaws. Bang in her hole like slam ball, which was dope. And then she tired of the cuffing. You need to give that bitch a rest. Crazy third round, but like I said, I gave it to Chilla Jones. So this battle was dope. I liked it. If I had to choose a winner, I am giving it to Chilla Jones 2-1, with him winning the second and the third rounds. Round 2 was close, but I just liked what Chilla had to give me more. And as for people that are saying that you have to consider performance as well, the battle got extremely lyrical. Both of them were on that tip, so that stuff kind of went to the back burner. I will say this though, Ciddy did outperform him, outswagged him, if you want to say that. You know, his confidence showed, and I can understand why maybe someone else will say that they gave Ciddy it 2-1, but there were some people saying that Chilla Jones didn't win a round, and if you don't feel like his third round was that piff, there's something wrong with you, you know. I really liked this battle, and at first I wasn't going to review it because there was still some things that I couldn't get together, like of course that basketball setup, because I don't really know all of my sports references like that. But when it came down to it, I just liked the fact that it was lyrical. There was tons of stuff to think about. There were tons of things to visualize, like the Simpsons line where he said, if you're holding a Maggie, you know, you'll get your top blue. You can visualize in your head a picture of Marge Simpson holding Maggie, and of course, you know, her hair is blue. Like, it was dope for that. I'm looking forward to seeing what both of them do. A lot of people are hailing Ciddy and Chilla both as the second comings, but that's just how battle rap works. When people have dope battles that drop, people tend to forget about their favorites or like old people that aren't really active and replace them with people that are like popping right now. Because of this battle, a lot of people are saying that Chilla Jones is going to beat JC, because a lot of people said that JC lost against Young Cannon, but that would suggest that he's going to lose a bunch of battles in a row, and that's just not feasible. I am, however, looking forward to that battle between JC and Chilla Jones for that reason, to see how it is that JC is going to perform against him, and if he's taking into consideration the criticisms that he's getting regarding his performance against Young Cannon. I'm sure that Chilla will be able to come up with some dope name flips for JC, just because his name is JC and there's a ton to work with that. If there were any bars that I left out that you liked, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, favorite, share it, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all in my next video real soon, actually, because I got a couple other battles that I want to review. So I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.